Guys, welcome to another episode of Fish Hook. Joining me for this scrumptious meal, I have my wife with me. And let me introduce you to the star of the dish. Check this out. I bet you don't know what this is, do you? Honey, tell me, or tell everybody.
Let's turn it around so they can really see.
What do we make?
We are making a lobster pot pie tonight. So we're going to bring you in and show you the ingredients. All right, everyone, here's the ingredients. So we have our puff pastry, and the puff pastry is basically going to go on top of the pot pie, and I'm actually going to take one of my bowls, you'll see, and carve it out. So I'll show you how we do that, and then we are going to do mixed vegetables, and depending on how many ramekins you're making, we're gonna do 4. So we did the whole bag of mixed vegetables, and then we did a whole onion, and we've got a 1.5 cups there in the back of heavy cream, organic, and then we've got 3 tablespoons of butter, and better than bouillon. We've got our lobster, and then last but not least, we have our cornstarch to thicken it up. Basically, I just put about a tablespoon in cold water and mixed it like that. I never mixed it in hot water because it clumps up. So you'll want to mix it aside from everything else into cold water, and it dissolves way better. And we're going to get to the next step. Charlie's going to go ahead and get the lobster done.
All right. There's many ways to clean a lobster tail. For today's purpose, for this particular meal, I only want the meat. I'm not going to be serving it butterflied like you see so often. These look so beautiful in preparation. We're not going to do that. There's nobody to impress with this. We're going to cut, we're going to use a scissor. Scissor makes a very good kitchen scissor. We're going to slice right down here. We're going to squeeze it sideways to break the bottom membrane. And then we're going to force it open with your hands. Your best 2 tools in your kitchen are your hands. And we're going to pull the meat out, cut it, and then we're going to clean the back of the meat. There's a little tract in there where all the waste is, just like a shrimp, and we're going to clean that out. So, because we strictly want meat only for this meal, we're going to chunk this up. So we're going to cut this right down the center. And this is the most effective way to do it without butchering up the meat. Right down to the base of the tail. Now we're going to squeeze it. Hear that crack? This bottom membrane just busted. Now I should have no pressure on me. I hope not, anyhow. There we go. And the meat will come right out. This tail should come right out. These are only 6-ounce tails. These are not really a large lobsters. All right. There we go. You got to manhandle it a little bit, and we want to get this out. Hopefully it'll come right out. Let's see. Crunch that again. The one side came out good. This side's sticking a little bit, but I'm going to get it out. There we go. Just got to use my thumb, and I got it right out. No meat left. We're going to get that little bit out here in a minute. This is a 6-ounce tail. We're going to cut this open. We're going to open up the digestive tract. We're going to rinse these out and get all the goo out. And now we'll do the second one. When I bought this, it was missing the tail, so I should have got a discount, but I didn't. Squeeze it. You'll hear that crack. There we go. Takes all the pressure off the tail, and hopefully, there we go. Lefty's got to help righty here now. I'm using my thumb, get down here. Just want to be a little ginger and pull out this is one big muscle. Oh, this is, there we go. Just work my fingers in there and get it all out. No waste. Everything executed properly. And yeah, this is dirty here. So we're going to clean off some of the scraps here in the waste and rinse it off real good and make sure there is nothing left in the digestive tract here. And then we're going to cut it up in pieces and get it ready to put with the pot pie.
All right, the next step, we are going to carve out the top of our pot pie. And basically, like I said, this is a puff pastry. It's a little less fattening than pie crust. And here it is, a circle that we're going to put into the pan. And we're going to stick the oven on 400 and let it get brown. It doesn't work really well if you stick it on the top raw. So this is why I pre-cook my puff pastry. And it fits perfectly, like I said, onto the top. So I'm going to stick that into the oven now. So right now I'm taking the chicken bouillon and putting it into a cup of water and letting it dissolve.
All right, we're going to start sauteing with all the onions. We'll get that going. I got the heat on high right now. All right, we're going to put roughly about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, we've got the onions just where we want them. We're going to put our delicious lobster in here. And we've reduced the temperature to low now. Oh, that smell. You smell it, honey?
Mm-hmm. Lobster cooks very quickly.
Very quickly, so. You can see that the coloration is getting light. All right, time for our mixed vegetables. And we'll get these mixed up.
Alright, we're going to add a half a cup of bouillon into the mixture. There we go. And then I have my 1.5 cups of heavy cream.
Oh, buddy. Okay. Now we're talking.
Now we're going to add our cornstarch because it's not to the consistency that I want it. So this will thicken it up tremendously.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right, we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. We're going to add some onion powder. And we're going to add our garlic powder. And I just, honestly, we just do it to taste. But now we're going to add some cracked pepper. That's always nice. And give it a stir. It's coming together very nicely. It's thickening up. Alright, so I want mine a little thicker, so I'm going to add a little more cornstarch. And thicken it up even more. There we go.
Oh, this smell is to die for. What do you think, hon?
I think it's going to be tasty.
That lobster really gives it a nice aroma.
It does.
All right, guys, this is the consistency you want. You see? And this took an extra helping of cornstarch, and that's something you guys will have to determine on your end. Depending on the size of the mixture, will determine how much cornstarch you want. This is cooked just right, and Amy's going to take over and start building these pot pies.
All right, everybody, we're ready to build our lobster pot pies, and our pastry dough is done. I made extra pastry dough to put into the bottom as well. So we're going to drop that in the bottom like that. And then I'm going to put our lobster mixture right on top. Okay, that's probably good. And then I'm going to take the rest of the pastry dough and stick it on top. Check it out. Awesome. All right, our pot pies are done. Really, you're just putting them in there for about 20 minutes to heat up everything, but everything was really cooked to begin with. So there we have it.
All right, guys, the moment we've been waiting for. Honey, I'm going to let you taste your own.
Okay.
This is your dish.
Oh, this is the pastry dough on top is so flaky.
Oh, I like it.
So I'm going to get that in my bite.
And then I'll tell you where we got the
Hopefully
idea
I get
from.
some.
It's hot, isn't it? I know. Can't talk when you're mouth full. How is it?
The lobster brought such flavor to this mixture. It is so good. It's a seafood delight. Honestly, you gotta try that.
Step aside. I have to try this. I have to try a piece of dough. Oh yeah, this is hot.
Fantastic.
It's steaming. Man, this is delicious. Just enough lobster too. It wasn't an overkill.
No.
Really came out nice. Just so you know where we got this, we get ideas for meals. When we ate at Frenchie's Saltwater Cafe, if you guys watched the video, one of the appetizers, I don't know, we ate this so many times, I don't know if it was in the video or not, but one of their appetizers was a seafood pot pie. Never heard of that. Great idea. So my mind said, well, we're going to take it up another notch, and we're going to do a lobster pot pie. Man, this tastes delicious. This is a meal, and it's fit for a king. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. All the recipe and the step-by-step will be in the links below the video. We always put it there. And if you guys are new to Fishhook, welcome. Thank you for checking us out. I hope you like this. I hope you enjoyed this and you learned something. And all these dishes, honey, anybody can do these.
Yeah.
It was real simple. Even me. I can do it. You can do it. So guys, hit the subscribe button, and if you really like it, post a like, and give us some feedback. Give us some comments. I love it. I answer everybody that comments. Again, guys, we will see you on the next adventure.